Good morning, people, to a little bit of a late reading. But it's how it is. It's how it is. By the way, you can see my hands. I'm a little bit bruised up. Don't worry. It's just the dog chewed a little bit on me. A cute dog. Yeah. But tapping into the energy today. It is a strange one today. I feel yesterday was also a strange one. And it makes sense. It makes sense. One card that actually popped up, or that's at the back of the deck, is Scorpio. Or yeah, death. The death card. Ruled by Scorpio. We have Pluto, the planet ruled by Scorpio, moving into Aquarius in, well, some days. So there's a lot of things that has been hidden that's coming to the forefront, that's being seen. Things that you didn't see, you see now. So there's also a clear vision. Might not be today, but it will come the next days. Things will be made clear. So if you feel pushed today, confused, just remember to ground yourself and stay in the energy. There is a wonky energy. There is this energy, and I think a lot of you guys also feel that. There's a lot of things that, like, that might have been hidden that's coming up to the surface, like especially people, where you start to realize something. One of my friends actually mentioned that, I think it's connected with the Pluto shift, that we go from I to we. So we start to work together with people, and also in relationships we connect better, right? We speak about things. So it's not just I anymore, it's we. So wanted to share that because I really like that. I feel like my throat has been a little bit annoying, so I know there's probably something coming up with conversations or speaking my truth in something. Don't know what it is yet, but I guess I will figure it out. Maybe it's also just this energy of staying in one's truth, right? Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting energy. I had so many things I wanted to say before I started recording. But, well, I did actually channel things through, but not much. Just that today you might just need to be a little bit more patient. You might feel tested, you might feel pushed a little bit. It could be this energy of just being pushed to not be stuck in your mind, but see the bigger picture. I mean, the two cards that came up, now I'll put them away. I made a post about it. Was first of all this energy of just being a little bit more soft, right? And I just paid attention to this. Oh, we have the page. Got that yesterday. There's something that you might resist when it comes to moving forward. Don't. You are moving into something beautiful, but there is something. But you can see that the writer, well, first of all, he has his head on fire. It's like, is it Ghost Rider, the movie? Maybe we need to watch that. But there is this boy down here, right? Actually, I don't know why I want to sacrifice. Why I want to sacrifice? What do I want to sacrifice? Why I want to say sacrifice, but maybe there's something. But he's giving, like, the scary rider flowers. So, being soft. And again, the writer is actually taking the time to look at him. You know. There's something today, especially with this, like there's something that's being offered to you, I feel. Maybe you feel very hard. I have felt that, and it's tapping into my Scorpio Moon. Makes sense. I have felt me in many situations turning a little cold in a way. I know that I'm getting what the hell is happening? I'm getting told to soften up, right? So there is maybe the same for some of you guys. Not that I'm turning cold, and not that you're turning cold, but maybe you're just very protective of your energy at the moment when it comes to people, when it comes to life in general. So the universe will put something in your path today that makes you realize the softness softness of your heart. Pay attention to that, because there is this like, don't be stuck in your mind. Don't go back to the old ways. That is what this Pluto transit is about. Also pay attention to how I speak about yourself. 555, by the way. And I saw 1212 when I was channeling, so yeah. But that might ring true to some of you. The next what's happening today? We also have stay focused on your truth, on what you want to manifest at the moment. Stay focused. There is some kind of duality going on in us, I feel. But at the same time, there is all this softness, right? The universe is like trying to direct us into this energy that, hey, you are actually manifesting exactly what you want. Like, I got this image put in. Can I say that? The image got put into my mind of like zombies. Like, we have for the longest of times just been on autopilot, right? And now we are waking up to our senses again. 8 of Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. The next, I don't know, is it 26 or 19 years are going to be pretty significant. There's something shifting. I think it's after 19 years when it comes to Pluto in Aquarius. So maybe it moves into another sign again. I don't know. 19 years, that's a long time. So what are you manifesting the next 19 years? What is it that you want, right? What do you want to spend time on, invest in, do? Where do you want to be? What do you want to let go of? Because all of us are letting go of something to let this little girl come through, right? It's important to ground yourself today. I don't know why there is this funky energy. Like, I'm good, but there is some kind of underlying energy. There's something strange happening. Or maybe it's just because that, again, Pluto is showing us what is actually, or what has been hidden, right? If we like it or not, something is coming out up to the surface. The more we look into it. With that being said, now we're taking the normal tarot. I will, by the way, pre-record tomorrow and the weekend reading because I'm not home. First of all, we are going back to the studio. I feel like I'm living there. Because I'm getting tattooed. Kiri is getting tattooed. So I think we are getting tattooed at the same time. So I don't know how we're going to manage to film it, but we will figure it out. At this point, maybe I should just hire a film crew. To film my every move. Yeah. And on Friday, me and Kiri are going to Germany, actually, to look at, to look at a castle. Is it Glücksburg Castle? If any of you guys are from there, let's do a meetup. There is commitment in relationships, again, from I to we. So it can be in love, it can be in whatever, career, I don't know. It can be in a relationship you're already in. I mean, it is the Page of Cups, right? 10. Full circle. Yeah. Healing a relationship or healing love. Yeah. Is this like the Fool does like to be reversed? I see that. So there is something where you're like committing to something. It doesn't have to be love, it can be in career, it can be in a project, it can be in finances, it can be with yourself. We are like, okay, I have resisted this long enough. And then becoming a little bit more soft because of something that happens today. But let's see, what is the energy besides the page? Ooh, something is shifting in your life. 1111. I have seen 1111 so much the past days, like every day. Walk past something is like 11, or it's 1111, or 111. It's, I know I do get that I'm being guided. So also that's why Spirit comes in and asks me, like, why are you not turning your soft side up? Why are you turning your protective side up? And maybe it's because that I'm learning actually not to do that. So the universe will trigger us to show what is being hidden also within ourselves, right? To be like, pay attention to how you feel right now, or pay attention to, like, do you barricade yourself? Do you put a shield up? Like, are you trusting? Also, if something happens, right? Like, how do you react on situations? So there is something that's shifting in your life right now, from one thing to another, whatever that is. And we have spoken about this before. This can be from not being employed to being employed, not being pregnant to being pregnant, being single to being in a relationship to being married, not having money to having money, living in an apartment to living in a house. Again, it's a shift, right? It's from one thing to another. What is the help guidance today? Wow. Victory! Success and fame. Being recognized. Something is shifting. For the better. For the better. You will be seen. Maybe some of you guys have been used to fighting off people. Or expecting. Like, oh, now I have to do this. Now I have to do that. Oh, here it comes again. Right? Here it comes again. This feeling is sneaking up, but it's actually soft. It's like, oh, it's a boy with flowers. It's not death and destruction. So I think the universe is trying to teach you something today by letting you show up your soft side. It's very healing. Even the horse is proud of the rider. I mean, hello. Last card. Yeah, I saw that. The Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords was reversed. So letting go of a circle, letting go of a circle, definitely with the Wheel of Fortune. But letting go of bitching, depression, anxiety, conflicts, the dark night of the soul. Some of you guys might have been going through the dark night of the soul. You all have been there. I mean, it started in 2019, right? That is where this topic of the dark night of the soul really jumped into our faces, and everyone talked about it. And you are closing off a 16, 15, 12-year-old circle of the dark night of the soul. Death and destruction. Heartbreak. Manipulation. Toxicity. Hate. Anger. Bitterness. Whatever. Right? Now the softness comes in. You know, it's it has already showed you the softness already last year, I heard. Or in the beginning of the year. This year especially, because 8. So, now, the fruits of your labor, well, am I a ghost today, are being fulfilled. It's the end of something, and the beginning of something else. It's shifting. So you guys, you're resisting the falling tower. You're not tuning into your softness. Don't turn dark or bitter. Tap into old emotion. Today's reading is interesting, isn't it? So much clarity. I can feel like I'm actually, the softer side is coming back. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, higher self. Because I could feel myself the past days, for some strange reason, I did start to turn into the protective. I realized something because 2 cards came up when I shuffled besides the death card. And that is these 2 cards. They're looking at each other, right? Normally, the Emperor doesn't look at anything else than himself. But he's actually looking at, he's actually looking at the children, which is also a soft side. The Emperor doesn't show that soft side, but he does in this tarot deck. And this is like a little bit more guarded, and it makes sense because I feel a lot of us, we have, with a lot of things that has happened lately, we might have started to actually guard up, prepare for the worst in a way. Does that make sense? And maybe it's because of the news and everything else that we see, because that the outside influences does like to freak us out. That's why I do not watch the news. I do not listen to drama, which here, not listening to gossip, not listening to what other people say, not listening to the dark thoughts or whatever else, not listening to Voldemort. Right. But actually tuning into self, being like, this is my soft girl or soft boy era. Right? Where I can be safe. Might still take you a while to tap into it, but that's why the shift is happening. We are being more open, we are being more, well, I don't know if it's the right word to say that we are exposing ourselves a little bit more, but I think we are with the Pluto in Aquarius. Anything else we need to know about the Ten of Swords reversed? Two of Pentacles. What are you committing to? Because we actually do have the Hierophant and the Two of Cups again, going from I to we, so starting to work with people. Or again, for some of you guys, there's relationships. For a lot of you, it's probably all above, right? Connections, like, again, maybe you have someone in your life where you're like, it doesn't really go that well, but you go from I to we. So we talk about it, we figure it out, we decide this, we decide that. I think we're tuning into the era where we are collabing more with people in different ways. We are loving more in a way. We are being soft, right? We are not being so harsh. We see other people's perspective. Going from this to that. He's going to in the past. The Fool is going in the direction of the future, and he's up right now. So some of you guys, there's something that clicked with what we spoke about. But there's still decisions to be made. Like, what are you committing to? What do you want to do? Again, business, partnerships, love. What else? What else? Can you allow the softness to come out? Can you expose the softness? If I say that to you, how do you feel? Huh? I am your therapist right now. Maybe that is my next job. Therapist. Let's talk about it. How do you feel today? And how do you feel about that? Isn't that what a therapist does? You talk and they are like, well, how do you feel about that? And what happened then? What did she say? What did you say? I would love to be a therapist. Just say when. Okay. Well, a therapy session with me can be booked down there. It's like a private reading. I haven't been taking private readings, but I will start doing that in December. So send your mails. I could probably also do it this month, but it will be later. Anyway, you're making decisions to be a little bit more soft and exposed. So I do want you guys to really think deeply about this. How does it feel to expose your softness? Because some of you guys, you're going to have a big problem with that. You're going to freak out already now when I say that you're going to expose your softness. Okay. Thank you. Love you guys. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for everyone who's commenting, liking, watching all the time. It means so much for me. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.